It's really exciting. This is how do I put it? It's really one of the most exciting chapters in Peter Parker's life, and he's learning to be really good at being Spider-Man. He's very, very good at, very agile, and there's a sort of level of virtuosity that we haven't seen before. And that fun and that playfulness and that confidence is gonna, I think, makes that character that much more appealing.
What's awesome is that we get to build on a foundation that we set with the first one. You know, we had to really set a base for ourselves, and now what the beauty of it is we get to really expand, explore, and the Alex Kurtzman, Bob Orsi wrote something layered and rich and full of twists and turns and dimension. So I think it's going to be a much more fun picture.
But of course, you have to throw in a villain that's going to challenge and test him in a way that he hasn't been challenged and tested before. And that is embodied by the extraordinary Jamie Foxx.
Humbled to be able to be in this part, man. What's crazy is my daughter, 3 years old, crazy about Spider-Man as well as me. I knew a lot about Electro before even getting the part. And my main goal was to make Electro four-dimensional, meaning him as Max Dillon. For the guys out there that really know, you know, his father left him, his mom doted over him. He was actually married at one point. His wife leaves him. So he's just a broken guy. So if we could capture three things: being betrayed by love, being betrayed by his family, and being betrayed by his job, it sets it up for that old school villain turning into someone who really wants to get back. And I think what we accomplished was making Electro serious. No laughing, no jokes, which Peter Parker is more of the friendly, jokey. He wanted to be the absolute opposite of that and really be a formidable opponent, so that when you come as an audience member, you feel that something bad is going to happen. So it's been a blast.
If you know anything about Electro, what we've been able to achieve is he's godlike in his power, and for someone like Spider-Man to confront a villain that, you know, when you come into contact with them, it's like touching 1,000 third rails. You know, you're obliterated. So how do you fight and contend with somebody when your most powerful weapon, your webs, conduct electricity?
He's split personalities. He's two different people. He is Spider-Man. He is the older brother, and then he is Peter Parker. He is the younger brother. The younger brother in the shadow of himself, and the older brother that's more than human, but then he becomes all too human. As we know, Peter goes through, historically, the worst crap a person can go through, especially a young man. And then he gets this incredible release as Spider-Man, but also that dream ends at a certain point. He has to come home and feel the bangs and the bruises and the scrapes, and he has to deal with paying rent. You know, that's the mundanity compared, versus the superhuman fantasy is what's exciting to explore.
You know, I ain't gotta wear the tight red and blue. You know, my thing is black, it's ripped, and it's really interesting to be able to play that, because you're able to see the other side of him, you know, and the fact that we crafted the fact that it's his birthday as Max, and his mom doesn't even remember his birthday. So that sets us up. He's deep down in a hole when that happens, so that when he comes out, he wants to burn the city down.
I think they're going to have a really fun time. I think they're going to appreciate the humor, the wit of Spider-Man, but I also think they're going to be surprised. I think people are going to be really intrigued by this movie, and there's going to be a lot of people talking after it.